Hey dinosaurs, so today I'm going to be doing a Valentine's Day makeup tutorial. If you guys like the look that I'm wearing today, stay tuned because I'm going to show you how to do it. But quick disclaimer, I usually like to film makeup tutorials with nice nails because people are looking at your hands, but my nails look like little nubs, like a toddler with anxiety would have these hands, so let's just not think about how ugly my hands are right now. And also, I wanted to tell you guys a quick story before we get into the makeup tutorial about a huge makeup disaster that happened when I was trying to film this exact video a few days ago. So what happened? I was in the middle of filming a Valentine's Day makeup tutorial, which I obviously ended up having to refilm, but that's neither here nor there. I was in the middle of filming, and usually when I film, I need something to drink. Today, I had a Coke. That day, I had Gatorade. Now, blue Gatorade is my absolute favorite, and I can chug blue Gatorade super easy. So instead of getting the normal blue Gatorade that's like a water bottle size, I got the one that was like skinnier at the top, but it's fatter at the bottom. They're like the big bottles for people who are like literally running track or something, but I'm just sitting in my room talking to a camera needing something to drink, and that's what I decided to pick. So I'm drinking my Gatorade, doing my makeup, having a great time, and I go to grab a contour brush. Now as I grab my contour brush, I'm trying to pull it towards me. Don't pull it towards me straight. Pull it towards me diagonally, which means this part of my contour brush ends up hitting the top part of the Gatorade bottle. Now what happens next, I'm sure you guys can predict, is the tip of the brush ends up hitting the Gatorade bottle off of my table and into a box that has all of my makeup and empties out the entire Gatorade bottle before I can grab it into the box of makeup. Mind you, it's a cardboard box, so I need to go get a new box to put all my makeup in. I need to take all my makeup out of there and personally wipe down each thing with a wet and dry cloth so they wouldn't be sticky afterwards, and then wash all of my makeup brushes because everything was covered in sugary Gatorade water. So if I have any advice for you guys, if you're doing your makeup, put your cap back on your drink, because that took a while. It took like an hour and a half to clean all that makeup, and it was pretty annoying. So I'm going to start off by putting contacts in first, just because if I put contacts in after I'm done my makeup, I usually end up tearing up and smudging my makeup and needing like 5,000 Q-tips to clean the mess. So I'm going to put these in first because I've learned my lesson. If you guys are squeamish, you might want to look away. There we go, got one in. Next, I'm going to use a primer because this is a Valentine's Day tutorial, so if you cry from happiness or end up sweating, you're going to want to be protected in both senses of the word. And I'm going to be using the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Primer in the ultralight formula, and this will just help your makeup last longer and make your skin a little more even. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup Foundation and blending it in with a beauty blender. This is a really good high coverage foundation, so if you have any acne or under eye circles, this baby will cover it, and it also lasts for a really long time too. The only con to this foundation is that you do have to pour it out onto the back of your hand, so I feel like that makes you waste a lot of product, and also it can stick to dry parts on your skin. I need you guys to take in the fact that there are literal bite marks on the cap of my foundation because I couldn't open it with my hands. So to set my foundation, I'm going to be using the NYX Mineral Set It and Don't Fret It Matte Finishing Powder. Next, I'm going to contour. My contour is in this plastic bag. It's by The Balm and it's in the color Bahama Mama, but I ended up breaking it, so I had to put all of its shattered remains in here. So now this whole bag is just kind of like a contour bag, but if you guys wanted to see the package, that's what it looks like. And I literally just take my brush and rub it in the bag. Now I'm going to be doing blush. I'm going to be using this MAC highlight powder in the color Crew. This was a limited edition collection, and even though it says it's a highlight powder, originally it did have a lot of white, but then as I used it, more pink and orange ended up showing, so now I feel like it's more of a blush than an actual highlight, so that's why I'm using it for blush. Should I do highlight or eyebrows next? I'm going to do my eyebrows just so I have more time to think about which highlighter I want to use. My two favorite eyebrow pencils are either the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the color Espresso or the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the color Chocolate. I noticed that the Anastasia one is just a little lighter than the NYX one, but the NYX one is significantly cheaper than the Anastasia one, so I think they're both amazing pencils and they both blend really well, so either one I think is really good, but today I'm going to be using the Anastasia one just because it's Valentine's Day and might as well use Sephora. Also, you may notice I don't have the caps, the back caps for either of my brow pencils. I lost them both. Now I'm going to use MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish in the color Soft and Gentle to highlight my face. I'm going to use a pink brush to highlight my face to be extra cute. Alright, so that didn't work out, so I'm going to go back to the brush I used for literally everything else on my face. The first eyeshadow I'm going to use, I can't tell you guys the name of because it's just this in its little pan, but I bought it from NYX and it's in a champagne color and I'm going to use that in my inner corners. The next eyeshadows I'm going to be using are from the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia, and if I open this palette, I literally am in love with like every single one of these colors. I think it's so beautiful. I think this is going to be a gorgeous palette for fall, and it's super creamy, very pigmented. There's not enough good stuff I could say about this palette, but I also think a lot of YouTubers have already talked about this palette and said it's amazing, so you need to pick it up. It's a beautiful palette. I'm going to take the burnt orange color and put it on my lid. Now I'm going to take the color Real Gar, I'm not sure if that's how you say it, and put it on the outer corner of my lid. Now I'm going to add the color Love Letter to my crease. The next step is eyeliner, and I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliner for my waterline and my tight line. Now for the eyeliner that I'm going to use to go on top of my eye, I'm going to be using the Revlon Color Stay Liquid Eye Pen. Guys, there is a new Revlon Liquid Eye Pen that has a little tiny ball at the top. Do not get that one, okay? I accidentally bought 2 packs of the one with the little ball on the top instead of buying the pointed tip one because I didn't know there was a new one that came out with a little ball on the top. It is so impossible to use. I don't understand the function of the ball. I don't know why it's there. Just get the one that's pointed like a normal felt tip pen, okay? Because the other one, literally, I can never get a pointed cat eye with that one. It was like such a waste of money. It was actually dumb. Alright, let's see if I can not mess this up. Alright, one eye done. They're not perfect, but they're close enough. It's not Valentine's Day today anyways, so yes, I did just use an eyelash curler to open my Coke. Time to curl my lashes. Next, I'm going to use the Revlon Ultimate All-in-One Mascara. It's not my favorite mascara, but it'll do. Now, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to wear eyelashes this Valentine's Day, but for the purposes of YouTube, I'm going to put on some falsies just to look extra glam. These are Chanty eyelashes in 118, and they're dramatic, flirty, cute little eyelashes, and I'm also going to use Duo Eyelash Glue in the dark tone. That way, when it dries, it'll blend in better with my eyeliner. So I suck at putting eyelashes on by myself, like in front of a giant mirror, so I don't know how I'm going to do it in front of this camera with a little tiny compact, but we will see. I just dropped my eyelash. And a good tip is to bend your eyelashes a little before putting them on. That way they'll have more of a curve. Now I'm just waiting for it to get tacky. I try my best to stick the middle down first and then bring the inner corner down and then the outer corner. Oh, come on. I think I'm going to put just a little more highlight on just because I'll shine bright like a diamond. I'm going to be using a lipstick by Elizabeth Arden and it's in the color Wildberry. So this is the look that I created for Valentine's Day. I hope you guys liked it. I mean, for half my products being broken and using, I think, 4 brushes and then my fingers for everything else, it was not too bad of a job. That's all for this video, but if you guys like this Valentine's Day makeup tutorial, be sure to like this video. Also comment down below anything you thought while watching the video and video suggestions for me to do in the future, and subscribe to my channel to become a dinosaur and join the dino family. Bye dinosaurs. Rawr! Every time I film, I usually have something to drink just because my throat gets dry. I kind of want to use both. Is that like too much highlighter? Is there ever too much highlighter? Like, I'm just absolutely in love with this palette. It is so stunning. I bought it for my sister for Christmas, but now I'm using it, so I'm kind of making her gift kind of my gift. Same thing with this, like, little mirror. I'm just, you know, I buy gifts for myself. Really, guys, I'm just a selfish person. If I buy you a gift, it's low-key for me. Those are so pigmented and so creamy, and just a little goes a long way, and, like, I feel like I'm gonna propose to this palette right now. I'm kind of late on this bandwagon, but you know, just trying to palette snap and that did not work. I'm not beautiful yet.